Each time we don't say what we want to say, we're dying. To free yourself from perceived bonds, you must test the strengths of those restraints and risk failure. As the poets say, stories are truth told through lies. The universe may not always play fair, but at least it's got a hell of a sense of humor. In the cherry blossom shade, there's no such thing as a stranger. There would be no society if living together depended upon understanding each other. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. All paths are present, always, and we can but choose among them. Forbearance in the face of fate, beauty constant under torture, are not merely passive. They're a positive achievement, an explicit triumph. Life is worth living as long as there's a laugh in it. Moments caught in time. Simple memories spread out before me. Timeless reminders of how life goes on, even when it feels as if you cannot. Pursue what catches your heart, not what catches your eyes. Life is like a beautiful melody, only the lyrics are messed up. When you take control of your attitude, you take control of your life. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. Because it's much more pleasant to be obsessed over how the hero gets out of his predicament than it is over how I get out of mine. Learn to live deeply and realize that all experiences, good or bad, are transient and opportunities for liberation. The trouble with fiction, said John Rivers, is that it makes too much sense. Reality never makes sense. Your future is in direct proportion to what you do in the present. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. People who work in an environment where doing their best is recognized have a better chance of feeling good about their work. Sometimes you have to be a bitch to get things done. In the face of change, do not be afraid to spread your wings and let the winds guide you to new horizons. I assess the power of a will by how much resistance, pain, torture it endures and knows how to turn to its advantage. Time of difficulty tests our faith, our fortitude, and our strength. During these times, the level of our iman becomes manifest. Anak muda adalah kejelisahan dirap lang kanya adalah perubahan. You may choose to look the other way, but you can never say again that you did not know. I know I'm not going to be in your head all the time, but once you know me, I'll be forever in your heart. Despite your best efforts, people are going to be hurt when it's time for them to be hurt. You're not obligated to win. You're obligated to keep trying, to the best you can do every day. You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution. It is impossible or not easy to alter by argument what has long been absorbed by habit. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. If you tend to a flower, it will bloom, no matter how many weeds surround it. When you realize there is something you don't understand, then you're generally on the right path to understanding all kinds of things. All should be laid open to you without reserve, for there is not a truth existing which I fear, or would wish unknown to the whole world. It serves me right for putting all my eggs in one bastard. No matter how long you train someone to be brave, you never know if they are or not until something real happens. The Christian religion is a very powerful and convincing mistake. Dream big. You owe no one an explanation for the size of your dream. Martha, truth or illusion? George, you don't know the difference. George, no, but we must carry on as though we did. Martha, amen. Successful people have libraries. The rest have big screen TVs. Positive anything is better than negative nothing. Keep working hard, and you can get anything that you want. Deliverance is not for me in renunciation. I feel the embrace of freedom in 1,000 bonds of delight. Everyone kept telling me not to worry, someone will do something. No one did, so I became someone and did something. Sometimes the grass is greener. Sometimes it is sick. What's even more messed up than funerals is the way people treat you after the funeral, like you're diseased or something. Nothing is necessitated whose opposite is possible. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. If you can't do anything about it, laugh like hell. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. I am serving the purpose for which I was designed, therefore I am satisfied with my existence. The friends you make in college are friends you'll have for life, even if you don't talk for years at a time. I'm not afraid of death, I just don't want to be there when it happens. By helping others, we expand our joy and fly like we were born to do so. Man's naked form belongs to no particular moment in history. It is eternal and can be looked upon with joy by the people of all ages. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing had happened. Every time you help someone to achieve success, you become more successful. Always help to lift the burdens of others. Appreciate every little beautiful moment in every day of your life. Give it a try, and you'll see the world from another perspective. If you can't change your fate, change your attitude. We all need to be mocked from time to time, lest we take ourselves too seriously. A thing worth having is a thing worth cheating for. Never hold tightly onto the past because it will only limit your ability to move forward. Courage is feeling fear, not getting rid of fear. Knowing something is more important than fear and taking action in the face of fear. When you're too tired and feel like giving up on life, sit down and ponder over the journey of water. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. It is not enough to show how clever we are by showing how obscure everything is. Men have two greatest fears. The first fear is the fear of being needed, and the second fear is the fear of not being needed. Go slowly, so that you do not bite your tail by accident. Imagining that you are deep and complex, but others are simple, is one of the primary signs of malignant selfishness. Think of one thing you can do that will make a big difference in what you are trying to achieve. Sometimes life doesn't happen in chronological order. This is how you start to get respect, by offering something that you have. The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. Anyone who isn't embarrassed of who they were last year probably isn't learning enough. Better to illuminate than merely to shine, to deliver to others contemplated truths than merely to contemplate. What the society thinks is of no interest to me. All that's important is how I see myself. I know who I am. I know the value of my work. Chanel is an institution, and you have to treat an institution like a whore, and then you get something out of her. A seed neither fears light nor darkness, but uses both to grow. Do your own thing on your own terms and get what you came here for. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs one step at a time. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. Closed in a room, my imagination becomes the universe, and the rest of the world is missing out. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Through synergy of intellect, artistry, and grace came into existence the blessing of a dancer. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. Leadership is all about making things to move forward, not backward. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. You think intelligence and grit can succeed by themselves, but I'm telling you that's a pretty illusion. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. Through all of living, have much joy and laughter. Life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. Art is the light that enables us to realize the truth.